If he plays e4, maybe I will. Maybe I will try a Stafford because I'm tilted. I've lost two. Nothing left to lose in life. Let's go. Wow, it's 10,000 bits from the Admiral.
I'm sorry, Eric.
I'm
Your
sorry I couldn't
appearance
deliver.
condolences.
Oh, thanks so much. I really appreciate that. 10,000 bits. Really appreciate that. Okay, let's play a Stafford.
Motivation bits. Go get 'em,
Oh,
Eric.
I'm trying. I'm trying. So he's walked into like one of the more common lines. There's a few moves here
Hi,
for white.
everyone. And hi, Mel.
Oh, hi everyone. Or hello everyone. Hello everyone. Have to embody the Agad Mater. Thanks for that, T-Kong and Hari Krishnan. And Admiral, thanks again. So, okay, it's nice to see he's a bit perplexed. And this is one of the reasons why the Stafford Gambit is such a good opening for Blitz, even against GMs, because you just get a time advantage pretty early on if they're not prepared. Um, Now, of course, like I'm risking just getting a much worse position if he plays accurately, but I think it's worth the risk. So I have a whole video on this, which is on YouTube. Actually, I probably have a good handful of videos now. But there's one video which kind of goes through all the traps, and people can use the Stafford command if they want to check that out. So he plays h3. h3 is actually not a good move because of this. Yeah, this is already like really, really bad for white. It's funny, after queen d4, the best move is rook f1. And this is a line the even Stockfish, it won't realize how good it is for black at first. Like you have to let it running for a little bit. Um, but I think like if you leave it running for long enough, it will say eventually -2 for black, which is already a winning advantage. The whole point I'm attacking f2, and in the lines that white takes, the attack is so deadly with the half-open h-file. Then there's an attempt queen e1, but then that runs into queen e5. And it's actually, like, it's close to forced mate. So I'm slightly disappointed, like, I'm not trapping him in, like, a more important game, like a Title Tuesday, or, like, an over-the-board, like, Blitz tournament. But it's still nice to get this against a GM. If I'm not mistaken, Hikaru fell into the same line, like, recently, but he still won as white, and he played this move. Yeah, this is the best move. Um, that still takes a little bit of work. But okay, the attack is raging. I guess bishop e3 is coming. I better not lose this. I have to stay focused. I know it's good for black. I might as well take. And then there's some queen e5 move. Yeah, g3. But g3 I can play this and oh, there's still bishop e3. If I play queen d6, there's king h2. Interesting. Okay, I have time. Fidel is very low on time. So queen e5, there's bishop f4. It's not so simple, actually. So h2, king h1 is forced, bishop h3. I could play queen f6. And then idea of king h2, maybe take on f2. It's interesting. Hmm. It's risky though. Is the question like how much risk I want to take. Also, just check in queen d6. That might be the most solid. Yeah, so now there's no more bishop e3. There is bishop f4, but I can swing the queen over and go for... I was thinking go for bishop g4. Sack a pawn. Oh, actually, I'm still threatening this to win f2 or win the exchange. Yeah, let's defending both things. So I want to play bishop h3 and castle. And then pressure d4. It's kind of a scary move. Let's start with queen h5. There's some idea of this and then this. Doesn't quite work though. Also have g5 here maybe. Let's do it. Running low on time. He's fighting well. This move is really cool. I don't know if it works though. Running this. Ooh, that's a cool mate. Sacking the rook, leaving the queen hanging, but okay. We'll have to talk about this opening afterwards.
So anyway, the line you play, I mean, I didn't like bishop. Maybe I can play h3 actually.
So yeah, in this position, h3 is a bit more solid move.
That's what now that I'm thinking, why no h3? And then now you don't have, well, you do have queen d4.
So it's funny, if you played h3, I was probably going to play h5. Still waiting for bishop e2. Of course, you can play d3 here, you're fine. But
because queen d4, I can get bishop e3. That's the thing what I should have done. Of course. That's what I should have done. So
but it's crazy here because h3 is like so natural, and then it's already like really bad for white after queen d4. And the best move here is rook f1.
I think I said it on the stream. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play rook f1, but then I'm like, no, you know, I have a bad feeling about castling. I don't like that castling. It looks weird. And the first thing I do, of course, is freaking castle. And it's like knight g4, resign. Are you serious? And well, not so resign, but
of course you fight on. But
what is this?
Okay, I found.
What is this? Siri,
Siri was listening.
Knight g4, and of course I spent like a minute and a half on this position.
Right, yeah, and that's why I love this opening. Like, you know, a lot of these lines, you get a big time advantage if the opponent's not familiar.
Yep.
So there's a cool line. I don't know if you like calculated and didn't go for it, but if you do take the knight, of course it looks really risky. But takes and then g3. There's only one way for black to get a winning position here.
Actually, I didn't go that far, but I'm...
Because the idea is king g2 and rook.
Let me see if I can figure it out. 1 second.
Yeah, okay. Feel free to take your time.
Queen e5, you're going to play king g2. That's not going to work. Rook h3, I'm also going to play king g2. And that doesn't look like working, but maybe. Because now you can just play like bishop e6 or something. Right? And just play for the h4, h-file. Interesting. Queen f6, that's on the queen e5, king g2. Oh my god, I got a rook h2 check.
In what variation?
Wait. No, that's too much. No, I was thinking about queen e5, king g2, rook h2.
It's almost working, but it doesn't quite work.
No, you go king g1 and escape there. No,
right.
No, that's not gonna work. I guess rook h3 is good enough. But
then just king g2, rook h1. Like on the surface, it looks like white's gonna defend, but there's a very concrete way.
Okay, what else can you do here? Queen d6 doesn't work.
And yeah, I would encourage chat to try and find it too. I think there's some people who know it. So.
1 minute.
Yeah, of course.
1 minute. I killed this. How to kill this? When takes. Yeah, you guys should try it out too. By the way, Rook H3.
There's definitely some people who are watching who know it because I did a whole like YouTube video covering this line.
I mean, someone saying queen takes f2, but of course that doesn't work. Queen takes queen. That doesn't mean that cannot be. If I play bishop e6 to try long castle, but it doesn't really work. Queen e5, king g2.
Yeah, you can't play slowly here.
Queen somewhere. Bishop takes f2.
Wait, what were you saying?
I'm just saying some queen e5, king g2, maybe a bishop takes f2.
Mm.
King takes f2. I got rook h2 check. It's made if you go up.
I'm gonna draw arrows just for people watching because you're saying this.
Boom.
If king takes, you do this.
This might be it. And then
There,
king g2.
there you go.
Queen h5.
Yeah. So the whole point is, yeah. Of course, you're threatening mate. Oh, it's an incredible line. Yeah.
That's amazing. But how it looks like white is escaping after all, because queen h5 it's not even threatening mate.
Yeah, no, on the surface it looks completely fine. And like most players will play this if they get to this position, and bishop takes f2 is completely winning for black.
Wow. And then wait, rook takes f2, queen h5. Now we played rook f4 maybe to try to get out.
Yeah, the problem is I've had this position I think once on Lichess.
And then now you just do like queen h2 check.
So queen h2 and queen takes g3 is winning.
Oh my god. Yeah, no one. I mean, you wouldn't find. Well, if someone tells you there's something, you would probably find it, but it's in a.
But it is hard to figure it out on your own. And I remember like discovering this maybe about a year ago just with the engine, and then subsequently got it in games.
Have you got any title players on this?
So there's been a handful. I got Kostyniuk in this. Kostyniuk? Alexandra Kostyniuk, yeah.
Oh my god!
But
yes.
What happened? She played bishop takes g4 and she beat me. It was like some title Tuesday or Arena Kings.
No. Oh, so you didn't get her on h takes g4. I'm talking about this line with.
Oh, and this line. Yeah, I found at least one game in the Masters database that I had.
So when you say the Masters database, is that the database on Lichess?
Or sorry, the Lichess database.
Oh, the Lichess database.
Do you know that if you click the opening book icon, it usually defaults to the Masters database.
Oh, okay, there on the.
But then you can toggle if you click the settings icon.
Nice.
You can toggle between the two.
Send me the link, if you don't mind. Send me a link of that website that you say that you can.
Oh yeah, it's just openingtree.com.
Openingtree.com.
I'll type it in the WeChat chat.
Okay, I've never heard of this. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, you check it out later. Well, I'm obviously not up to date with a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, this is my livelihood, is just playing tricky openings and watching people suffer.
The latest gambits.
Yeah, and like the fun line here is more after king takes, you play rook h2, king e3, you take on g3. The king is dragged into the center. And you're down 2 pieces, but you just calmly develop in castle queenside.
Nice, and then long castle. Oh my god.
It's so great.
That's unbelievable. Wow, that would be brilliancy prize for sure.
Yeah, I think I had this once on chess.com, but never on Lichess.
Wow. And against someone like high rated player, or just anyone, because beating someone with maybe like a 2500 or something on chess.com would be tough. I mean, would be nice,
right?
But getting someone on it, that'll be
actually nice. So Hikaru walked into this knight g4 line in one of like his speedrun things against a GM.
Well, that makes me feel better. Thank you.
Yeah, but he played bishop takes g4 and ended up winning as white.
Which is what I did. I mean, I feel like at some point I kind of had something here.
Yeah, it's not so easy. I'm realizing I shouldn't take on h3. Like black still has to play precisely here.
Maybe you can play queen f6 or something, or queen e.
Stockfish is recommending queen d6, which is kind of interesting.
I thought about queen d6. It came to my mind for a second, but
Like leaving the tension, and
I can already take. And you could.
then
have
the threat is to take, and you can't play g3
Mm-hmm.
because I take.
That's a big one. So I probably have to go.
E5 looks natural, but then queen g6.
Wow, that's so nice. And now d4, but then you take the pawn on h3. And now your bishop is way better. The white bishop,
Right.
way better.
So maybe there's some line like d4 takes g3, and with the queen on g6, I have bishop g4 here.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh, there's a funny line here, and if queen d3, I check, and
oh my.
there's issues with takes and mate.
King g2 or no, because you got bishop h3.
Because yeah, king g2, bishop h3. Yeah.
It doesn't work neither. Wow. Oof. That was just.
So, I love teaching these openings. Like there's so many traps. It'll inspire players to.
This is amazing, especially
try
for
and move quickly.
beginners, chess players. I mean, you want to get into this crazy stuff because it really develops your imagination. So
Exactly.
really good to learn all this. Also, it's good to learn to play down material when you're starting, because you're not gonna be playing as much down material when you get higher levels.
Mhm.
People drop pawns or knights or stuff.
Yeah, no, it teaches you how to be aggressive and like find initiative and attack, and that's a different style of playing.